And today I'm going to show you how to cast porcelain into plaster molds. For this you'll need porcelain slip, a plaster mold, tape, plastic cups, two small straws, a piece of natural silk like this one, and a large plastic syringe. Traditionally, people used rubber bands for plaster molds. Don't use rubber bands, use tape instead. If you plan to use the molds again today or tomorrow, they can get so soaked on the outside that they'll need about 7 days to dry. But if you protect the outer surface with tape, the mold only gets wet inside, still dry, still clean, and ready for reuse even the same day. That's why I always use tape. Honestly, the better I protect the mold from the outside, the easier it is to use it again. Now the mold is fully covered with tape. We cut a small hole. That's where we'll pour the porcelain. That's it. Perfect. Before pouring, make sure all your molds are taped. You can use any kind of tape, but I personally prefer transparent one. Now take your porcelain slip and mix it well. It's very important to stir it properly because it tends to separate while standing. It might look thick, but once you stir it, it becomes thinner. Don't overdo it with water. I use a fairly thick slip. Now, very important, we'll strain the slip completely before pouring. Use the silk I showed earlier. Always strain your porcelain. You can even do it 2 or 3 times. I sometimes do. When you're ready to pour, swirl your cup a little so there are no streaks left on top. If you leave them, they'll show up on your dull parts even after firing. Pour confidently and quickly. Try to pour from a higher distance. The higher the stream, the easier it is to aim, and the air bubbles will burst before reaching the mold. For small molds with narrow openings, I like to use a syringe. It gives a thin but strong stream. If the stream is too thick, the hole can choke and you won't fill the part evenly. It might even create an empty cavity. So pour from a confident, high, narrow stream, leaving some space between the stream and the hole. That way the piece will cast evenly. Now comes the fun part, pouring the slip out. As I said, I like working with a thick slip. If you just flip the mold over, the slip won't drain out completely, not even the thin one. That's why we use straws. Sometimes it's enough just to blow gently into the mold and the slip starts flowing out. Sometimes you need to insert a straw deeper and blow from the inside. There's also an option to create an air vent. I use it for small molds with very tiny openings. But I'll show you how to make air vents another time. If you're casting a large doll like I am now, you don't need an air vent. In the next video, I'll show you how to open and clean the cast pieces.